see them as you just look down to the sides. So taking a little scan of the body, checking that you're growing your spine nice and long and tall. So sitting in a nice straight upright position. Taking your right hand on top of your left and just resting it in your lap. And taking your thumbs together. Just creating a circle of consciousness there. Check on the shoulders, roll them back and down so shoulders away from the ears. Open up into the chest, so open up across the collarbone, the sternum, the heart, so shining the heart forwards. Another good morning. Morning, Melissa. You've made it in time, so don't worry, you're here with us. So we're in Virasana with a nice straight spine, hands in our laps, right hand over left, thumbs together. Shoulders back and down, chest open, heart shining open. Closing the eyes and taking our focus and gaze inwards, our inner gaze inwards. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Feel yourself growing tall, yet feeling the connection of the fronts of the legs, the knees, the feet into the ground, so feeling grounded. And start to take your attention to the flow of the breath. Just check in with the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Introducing a little ujjayi breath, so swirling the breath in the back of the throat, warming, energizing your breath. Just helping you focus a little bit sharper in the breath so you can really feel it clearly. Let the breath guide you into this present moment. So letting thoughts just rest quietly and gently in the back of the mind. Just letting go of all that's happened up to this moment, so letting the past remain in the past. And not concerning ourselves right now with the future, just being present, being here, being in the moment. And by following the pattern of the breath, you can really fully do that. So noticing the full cycle of the breath, the inhale where the chest expands, the shoulders maybe lift a little, the ribcage widens to the side and the belly fills. Notice a little pause at the top of your breath in, and then taking the turn of the corner into the breath out, releasing, letting go. Letting go emotionally, physically, of the breath. So feeling yourself in that circular flow. Breathing in, pausing, breathing out, pausing, and then going through that cycle over and over. Making a conscious effort to slow the breath down just a little bit. So we feel our body relaxing and softening into this moment. Letting go of any tension, any stress, any anxiety. Knowing that you are safe, that everything is okay. Giving yourself the precious gift of time to practice mindful movement, yoga, the movement with meditation. You can almost call it a moving meditation too. So not choosing to follow any distractions externally or internally, But knowing distractions arise, and that's okay too. So just observe your distraction if it arises. Notice it, and then taking that choice to take the path away from distraction back to the present moment. And using the breath as a tool, a guide to bring you back, to guide you back in. So use it as your anchor point. So with all of that in mind, all in place, let's set an intention. So choosing your intention carefully and make it definite and clear. And then repeat it to yourself 3 times quietly to yourself, to your mind, to your inner mind's eye. You see it, feel it clearly and brightly. Taking your hands together now to your heart center. Let's all unify together our breath and our vibrations, our positive vibrations, with a single Om. So breathing in. Slowly opening up the eyes. Let's take ourselves out of Virasana, so tilting forward and removing your blocks or your cushions, whatever you have chosen to use. Have your blocks to hand for later, as we'll be using them for some balances, because today our focus is on some standing balances. But let's first warm up the torso, the body a little bit. So coming into tabletop, start to engage into the abdominal area. So scooping the belly up, so drawing navel to spine, that's your Uddiyana Bandha. Then drawing in the perineum, the pelvic floor, or for the guys, that's your anal lock. So squeeze into the very base of your root. Squeezing and lifting, so bringing both of those bandhas energetically together, so that you're cinching in and then pulling up towards the heart. So carefully stacking your hands beneath your shoulders, the fingers spread wide, the little fingers lower than the thumbs, in the creases of the elbows shining forward, so you externally rotate the elbows, the arms, and begin to engage into across the back, so doming a little bit into across the scapula, across the shoulder blades there, so engaging fully, so protracting into the shoulder blades. Let's take a breath in. We're going to reach the right arm forwards and the left leg back. Going to exhale to drop them back down carefully and mindfully without twisting into the torso or the hips. So inhale, opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale, place it down. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Keep gaze down to the floor. So keeping a nice long neck. So imagine your spine is a long continuous line. So keep working with this 4 more times in your own breath count. Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Full control, full body awareness, body intelligence. Okay, make this one your last one. And then taking a few cat-cows. So inhaling, lifting the chest, the heart, the gaze, and the tailbone. So dropping the belly down. Then exhale to dome that space in the upper back, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under. So inhale into your cow. Exhale, push into the earth, tops of the feet, hand. Inhaling, lifting, exhale, tucking. Inhale to lift. Exhale, tuck everything under. One more breath in and out. Then into balancing tiger. So it's the chest action is like the cow, but this time we're going to take one foot up, point the toes up towards the sky. That's in your breath in. Exhale, drop it down. So inhale, the other leg up, open the chest, lift. Exhale, bring it down. So really sending the toes up towards the sky, the chest, the head. Exhale, bring it down. Just limbering up the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. 2 more of each. Flow with your own breath. One more on each side. Back to center, tuck the toes. And then hover the knees just an inch off the mat. Really scoop the belly up. Then push into the hands, draw your hips back. Take your belly onto your thighs. Then start to lift the hips high. Pedaling out the legs, downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So waking up those ankle joints. So create some softness into the elbows, don't lock out into the arms. Send your chin towards your chest, your gaze towards your belly. Take a few little spins from side to side on the balls of the feet. So just rocking the hips from side to side. Back to center. Setting your heels down towards the mat as far as you can reach, whilst sending your tailbone up to the sky. So you're tilting your pelvis forwards, down towards the mat, to lift and point the tailbone upwards. Let's all take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs. Open the mouth and sigh the breath out. 2 more. On your next breath in, excuse me, bend the knees, look forwards, take some small steps up to stand up to the top of the mat, to stand in a forward fold position, bending the knees slightly, clasping opposite elbows, hanging in ragdoll. If you feel like swaying from side to side, then checking in on any tension in the neck by nodding the head, yes, shaking the head, and circles with the nose. Just releasing any tension in the neck. This is a good way, because the head's just creating some traction in the neck, in the vertebra, or the neck. Then releasing the hands down. Scoop the belly up, let the arms hang heavy. Start to bring yourself very slowly to standing, using the strength of the legs. Start to engage into the thighs. Head arrives last. Coming up to a full standing position. Bring your feet together. I'm going to reach the hands together up to the sky. And take a few little swaying palm trees, so starting to engage into the side waist, the obliques. So taking a nice big breath in, reaching to the left, hips to the right. Exhale to center. Big breath into the other way, so arms to the right, hips to the left. Exhale to center. Keep moving. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You squeeze into the side waist and stretch into the other side. Exhale to center. Let's take 1 more each side. Also squeeze and lift into Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Back to center, hands down. And now we're going to take a couple of tree poses. We're going to sway our branches in the wind. That's not here at the moment, but our imaginary wind. Starting with the right foot rooting into the earth, Pada Bandha. So big toe rooted into the earth. Feel engagement of the right thigh. Slowly, mindfully bringing in the left knee in towards the chest. Move slowly, slowly, slowly. If you can, bring your nose down towards your knee. I'll give your knee a little kiss. Hello, knee. And then choosing the place for the foot to land. Somewhere in the upper thigh or below the knee, calf, even the toe touching to the earth. Find your spot on the floor for your drishti gaze to hold your focus and attention to help you with your balance. Then reaching your branches, growing your branches up to the sky. Maybe taking a little swaying of your branches in the wind. Breathing deeply with that Ujjayi sounding victorious oceanic breath. Feel the rootedness of your foot into your mat, into the earth. Coming back to center, reaching your left foot forwards, flex the foot, squeeze the thigh, then lowering it down. Other side, left foot, left big toe, lifting the arch, don't let the foot or ankle roll in. So make sure you're fully focused on a strong foundation for your tree. Bringing the right knee in, lifting it in towards the chest. Dropping the nose down to touch or a little kiss. Giving yourself lots of self-love. So no criticism, no ego, no judgment. If you wobble and fall out, then just come back. We're all here together. So sway your branches on the other side. Make your movements as big or as small as you feel for you today. It's your practice, your time. Turning back with the hands to your heart. Reaching your right foot forwards, flex into the foot, squeeze into the thigh, lower it down. Come to stand in your mountain pose. Back to the top of your mat. Have your blocks ready either side. I'll be turning around, so I'll take mine left and right. Or forward and back. We're going to take Sun Salutation A, so that's with the swan dive, the arms reach out to the side. Okay, mountain pose. Feet together, feet apart, your choice. Connect the feet, the toes to your mat. Engage into the legs, into the glutes. Nice neutral pelvis, long spine, open chest. Energize arms to the fingertips, crown of the head growing, all the way reaching to the sky. Feel the flow with the breath. So inhaling, reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive, arms wide, reaching down to your Uttanasana. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale for a half lift, gaze forwards, flat back. Hold the breath as you plant the hands and step, jump, hop, your choice into a strong plank, pushing into the earth. Drop the knees for the first round. Knees, chest, chin, doing the Ashtanga Pranam version. So taking an inhale into Salampasana, locust. Exhale through Pidalasana, squeeze and lift navel to spine, tuck the toes, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 2 breaths here, so reset the position of the feet. Spread the fingers wide, feel the hands connected to the earth. Drishti to navel, navel drawn up to spine. Ujjayi breath, in and out. On your next inhale, lifting the heels, bend the knees, The thighs come towards the belly, look towards the hands. Exhale to hop, step or jump, your choice, up to the top. Inhale, half lift, gaze forwards, flat back. Exhale, deeply forward fold. Inhaling, rooting the feet and lifting the arms wide all the way up to your Urdhva Hastasana. A little micro back bend if it feels good for you today. Swan diving back down. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hold the breath, plant the hands. Hop, step, jump into your plank. Exhaling through Chaturanga and Dandasana. This time, if you want, we'll move chest chin. Inhale, transitioning your way up dog or Salabhasana. Exhale into down dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, bend the knees, come to the balls of the feet, look forwards. Exhale, hop, step, jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep wide. Look up to your thumb, micro back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Flat the hands. Jump or step into your plank. Exhale, your choice to lower, yogi's choice. Inhale, up dog. Open the chest, gaze lifted. Exhale, draw navel to spine. Pull the tailbone back, down facing up. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, your way up to the top. Inhale, flat half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Inhaling, arms sweep wide. Lifting to your Urdhva Hastasana. Hands together, look up to your thumbs, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to your heart. Samasthiti. Feel the warmth in your body, the ani, the fire in your belly, your heart beating strong, your breath guiding you, supporting you in your practice. Inhaling, taking a nice big step back with your left foot. Coming into Ashtachandrasana. So sinking into the hips, driving that left heel back, look up between the hands. So pushing into the front big toe, squeeze the thighs towards each other, then looking forwards. I want you to reach your hands forwards, transitioning into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So you can point the toes. 3 more breaths. Then inhaling, coming to step the feet together. Stepping the right leg back this time with control. Nice step back. See if you can do it in one big step back. Lifting the arms up. Be mindful with your movements. Look up between your hands. Sink into the hips. Drive that back heel away. Push into the left big toe. Squeeze the thighs towards each other. Nice and stable. Take another big breath in and out. And then looking forwards, look in the direction you want to go with your hands. Reaching with the hands. Look between your hands, lift the belly. So squeeze into the abdominals. Two more breaths. Big breath in. In one step, bringing the feet back together. Inhaling, coming into chair pose. And then we're just going to take a yogic seal. So taking the arms behind the back, clasping the hands together, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up the chest. Inhaling. Then exhale, drawing the chest and belly down to the thighs, lifting the arms up. So your feet are together. This is a balance, so you might feel a little wobbly, that's okay. 2 more breaths. Use that Ujjayi breath. Then inhale, transition back into your chair pose. So lifting the arms, lift the gaze between the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straighten the legs, gaze forwards. Plant the hands, hop, step or jump back. Exhale, lower, your choice. Inhale, up dog. We're going into Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, hips back. Kicking the right leg to the sky on a breath in. Then stepping it forwards between the hands. Coming into Ashtachandrasana for one breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, kicking the left leg to the sky, then stepping it forwards between the hands. Transitioning again into the Ashtachandrasana for one breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Reset your breath. Take this opportunity to just connect with a nice strong flow of breath. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, hop, step to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Into chair pose. Breath in. Then you exhale, forward fold. We're keeping moving. Inhale, up dog. Half lift. Plant the hands, hop, step, jump back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Taking a little bit of a different way to transition this time. Inhale, floating the right leg to the sky, bend the knee. Look between the hands. Bring your weight forwards. Come into kind of a press up and then drop the foot. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lifting the left leg to the sky, bend the knee. Weight comes forward. So you're pressing into the hands, lowering the chest. And then drop the foot. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Strong Ujjayi breath. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, hop, step, jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale into Uttanasana. Into your Katasana. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, hop, step, or get back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips drive back. Into warrior one. Kick the right leg to the sky, then step it forwards. Drop the back heel this time. So your foot's at 45 degrees, hips face forwards. Warrior one. Bring the palms and hands together, little micro back bend. Frame the front foot. Step it back. Inhaling, then exhaling, lowering your choice. Elbows close to the body if you're taking chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Left leg kicks to the sky, step it forwards, drop the back heel this time. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana, one, hands together. Open the chest up. Exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, back. Exhale, low. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 2 breaths. Bend the knees, gaze forwards, exhale, hop, step to the top. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Into chair for 1 breath. Then coming back to standing. Samasthiti. Closing the eyes just for a moment to feel the sensations in the body, the flow of your prana, your chi. So the practices of yoga and qigong, they all overlap. So the energy flow, the chakras, the meridians, these are all channels for energy in the body. Keeping the mind still and focused on the breath. And the subtle sensations, some of them strong, all the sensations in the body. Opening up the eyes, taking a nice step back with your left foot. And come into Trikonasana pose. So lining up your foundation correctly, so your right foot lines up with the inner arch of your left on that imaginary line or the actual line on your mat. Reaching your arms to the side, then reaching, so you jut the left hip out and really send the right arm to the side. And bringing the arm down, roll the left shoulder back, open the chest, tuck the tailbone under, then lifting your arms 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Not choosing to dump down into that lower hand, because that's easy to dump down into that lower hand. You want to lift. This hand isn't actually working, it's pointing in a direction, but all the work is really happening in the torso, in the side waist. Look up to your top hand and breathe. 2 more breaths. Looking down to your front foot. From here, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. So look to your right hand block. Right hand goes onto the block, lifting the left foot up. So just a light touch with the fingers onto your block. Opening up the chest to the side, flexing the lifted leg. Then opening up the left arm to the sky. Look up to your top hand, pushing to the standing big toe. So only just a little touch onto the block if you can manage that. 2 more breaths. Then stepping and switching round to the other side. Straight legs. Front foot in arch lined up centrally on your mat. Jutting the right hip out this time, reaching with the left arm as far as you can, and then bringing it down. Take your hand to your hip and roll that right shoulder back. Lifting your right arm to the sky. Check you're engaging into your side, into the obliques. By lifting the hand away from the leg, you're not tempted to dump down at all. So feeling a lift and a lengthening. So somebody's pulling you by the fingertips up to the sky. 2 more breaths, look up. Look down to your front foot, like a little bend in the knee. Transitioning left hand onto the left block, bringing the right leg up, hip height. Flex the foot, so just a light touch onto that block. So just use it as a gentle guide for your balance. Roll the right shoulder back, opening the chest to the side, then lifting the arm up to the sky. Lifting your gaze if you have the balance for today. 3 more breaths. Look to your front foot when you've finished your breaths. Bend into the front leg, step it down, and turn around back to face the front of your mat, feet together, back to mountain pose. We're going to take 1 sun salutation. Inhale, just balancing left side, right side. Inhale up to look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift. Plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling 3-legged dog for a couple of breaths. Right side. Then stepping the right foot forward. Into warrior 2 straight away. So we're going to windmill the left arm round and over and bend into the front leg. Check your feet alignment. So get that foundation correct. Sinking into the hips. Look to your front middle finger. Sink a little lower. And a little lower still. Into side angle, extended side angle. Utthita Sparkanasana. Reaching the arm alongside the ear. Chest reaches forwards. Precious thing in that hand. Look up. Hand down to the ankle. And then we're going into a bind and our bird of paradise. We haven't done this for a little while. So the arm reaches back. The other arm reaches underneath. Clasp the hands together. Look to your front foot and transform into your bird. So hopping, little birdie hops, the left foot in, pushing into the standing foot, that left foot. Find your spot for your drishti, then lifting up. So squeeze and lift into the abdominals, into your Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. So lifting up nice and slowly, finding your balance wherever you can. Extending your wings, just for a couple of breaths. And then as gracefully as you can manage, stepping your right foot down and your left foot back. Release the bind of the arms back to warrior two. Step the feet together. We're going to do the left side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to lift up the chest, look forwards. Exhale, plant the hands up, step them back and lower down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, the other side now. So now we're going to take the left leg to the sky, 2 breaths. Stepping the foot forwards, transitioning into warrior two. I'm going to turn around completely, otherwise I will have my back to you. So windmilling the right arm, now facing, looking to have your left foot forwards, right foot back, sinking down. If you find your knee tracking in, pull it back and check it's not going beyond the ankle. Widen your feet if it is. Taking them further apart, sinking down a little bit lower. Into side angle. Arm reaches over alongside the ear. Reach the fingertips as far as you can to the outer blade of the right foot. Keep the chest facing forwards. Hold that precious thing in your hand. Look up. Sink a little lower. Coming into your bind, right arm behind the back. Left arm goes underneath the left leg. Look to your front foot. Take your little light birdie hops forwards. Binding your standing leg, the right leg. Scoop the belly up, really engage, make it strong. Feel as though it's going to lift you up, pushing into the big standing toe. Find that spot on the floor for your gaze. Extending the leg when you're ready. Just a couple of breaths. And then lightly, gracefully descending. Left foot down, hop the right foot back. And bind the arms. Warrior two. Step the feet together. Back to the front of your mat. Back to mountain pose. So I haven't got my strap to hand, but if you need a strap for this next one, then grab your strap. So we're hooking our big toe, we're using a strap to hold on to the foot, extending it, and then reaching the body down towards it, the Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. So right foot is going to be lifted, so left leg rooted. Find your spot for your drishti. Extending your right leg. So you're folding the body down towards the leg. Give your knee a little kiss if you can. Two more breaths. Feet together, other side. Hand on the hip. Really strong engagement into your core. Make yourself fully supported. Extend the left leg now. Folding down over the leg as much as you can. Kiss the knee. Oh, had a little wobble there myself. Feet back together. Whew, that was hot. Starting to get sweaty. That's completely normal. So, Taking dancer's pose next. You're going to use the block for your hand. Your left hand, we're going to be lifting the right leg. So, taking your right foot behind you, take hold of the right foot. Open up into the chest. And then without twisting into the hips, starting to lean your weight forward. Take your hand onto your block. And start to lift. So take your block down whichever level you need to. Lifting the leg up by pushing the foot into the hand. 2 more breaths. Slowly, slowly, slowly coming back down. Other side. Taking your left foot into your hand. Finding a balance first. So you're trying to tilt your weight forwards, forwards, forwards. Bringing your right hand down to your block. And then pushing the foot into the hand. Roll the shoulder back, the left shoulder back. Two more breaths. And then slowly coming out. Next balance, Garudasana, eagle pose. 2 choices, taking the full bind version. So wrapping the arms and taking the opposite bind of the arms and the legs, or taking the figure 4 option. So taking the foot across the leg, hands to heart, keeping the chest lifted and gaze forwards, pushing into the standing big toe. So 5 breaths, whichever version you choose. Always rooting the foot, starting with the foundation of your pose. When that is ready, to wrap the leg, and then opposite bind of the arms. Lifting the hands up nice and high. 2 more breaths. Slowly coming out and going straight away to the other side. Figure 4 or the full wrap of the legs. So when the right leg wraps on top, it's the right arm that goes underneath. So you take the opposite on top, underneath of the legs to the arms. Really fully engage into your root bandhas. 2 more breaths. And then slowly coming out. Stepping your right foot back. Sorry, right foot forwards, left foot back. Hips forwards. Our feet hip distance apart. Right angle, 45 angle on the left foot and the right foot facing completely forwards. Clasping opposite elbows or taking reverse prayer with the hands behind the back. Open up into the chest. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Chest opens. Lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale. Hinging forwards over the front leg. Parsvottanasana. So lift into the belly. Releasing down over the leg. So sending your left hip forwards. Right hip back. Drishti to the shin or the big toe. Don't allow the shoulders to roll forwards. Keeping the shoulders far away from the ears. Push the hands together if you're in reverse prayer. Taking a breath in, we're going to take a revolve triangle from here straight away. Left hand to the outside of the right foot. Right hand onto the right hip. Squeeze the legs towards each other even more. Squeeze and lift into the belly. Lift the chest to the side and lift the arm up. Inhale, look down to your front foot and step the left foot forwards and the right foot back. We'll do it, that's all on the other side. So you have that 45-degree angle on the right foot. Hands to hips, lifting the body up. Check the hips are facing forward and they're not gone veered off to the right. So fully facing forwards. Same with the hands as you did before, reverse prayer, or clasping opposite elbows, lift and lengthen on the inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge forwards, over the left leg, hinging from the hip creases. Nice long neck, so don't squeeze into the neck. Shoulders away from the ears. Push the hands together. Drive the right hip forwards a little bit, left hip back. 2 more breaths. Take a little breath in, just lift slightly, release the hands. Right hand across the outside of the left foot, left hand onto the left hip. Squeeze the legs towards each other, lift into the belly, roll that left shoulder back, squeeze and lift, twist and twist, and opening up the left arm to the sky. This is a balance, so you might feel wobbly here. So squeeze those legs towards each other even more and lift into the belly, squeeze tight. Big breath in, exhale, look down to the front foot, step your feet together. I'm going to do 1 vinyasa. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Look up. Exhale, swan dive forwards. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hold the breath, hop, step, jump back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Back to Ashtha Chandrasana. So we're going to kick the right leg to the sky. Step it forward. Keep lifted in that left heel. Lifting into your Ashtha Chandrasana first. 1 or 2 breaths here. Into warrior 3. Without dropping the left foot down. Going to send your left foot forwards, grab hold of the foot, reaching the left arm back. Okay. From here, bending forward, don't drop the foot down. We're going to do a standing split. So left hand down, kicking the left leg to the sky. Bringing the foot down. Inhale, swan dive the arms wide, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold, going to do the other side. Inhale, half lift, hold the breath. Plant the hands, hop, step, jump down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So keeping the left leg to the sky, so we're going to do that little sequence on the left side. Step the foot forwards, Ashtha Chandrasana, 2 breaths. Reaching the arms forwards, that warrior 3. Without taking the right foot down, you're going to send it forwards. Grab hold of the big toe with the left hand, reach the right arm back. Coming into standing split. Left hand down. Sorry, right hand down. Grabbing hold of the left foot, the left hand. Two more breaths. Bringing the feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, plant the hands, hop, step or jump back. Exhale, lower down. We're coming down to the mat now. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Drop the knees down to the mat. Take the feet together, knees wide. Extended child's pose. Just rest here for a few moments. Keep the eyes closed if you want. Feel the flow of the breath, the beat of the heart. The heat of the energy in your body. So inhaling, then to come up. You're going to bring yourself onto your bellies. So lying down on your tummies, legs together, hands reach back, palms facing up. Big breath in, lifting the legs and the arms together, keep looking down to the mat. 5 breaths. Exhale, lower down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest, keep the hands alongside the body. Squeeze the shoulders, roll the shoulders back and down, lift the legs a little higher. Lower it down. Relax for a moment. Inhale to lift. Last time. Lift a little higher if you can with the legs and shoulders. Exhale, lower it down. Pushing your hands into the floor, sort of level with the shoulders. Gonna lift the chest off. Keeping the hips down as much as possible, and then bending the knees. Look up to the sky. 5 breaths. Really lift the feet as high as you can. 2 more breaths. Exhale to lower. Lower the legs down, make a little pillow for your head. So sending the hips back. Coming to a seated position, we take a couple of little twists, little stretches. So folding the right leg in, left leg across. Wrapping the right arm across the left leg, and then taking the left arm behind the back, reach towards the right hip or thigh. Looking over the left shoulder with your drishti. Nice long spine, lift and lengthen there. Breath into center, over the other side. So left leg folds in, right leg across. Keep both hip bones grounded. Wrap the left arm this time around the outside of the right knee. Wrap the right arm behind the back towards the left leg or hip. Drishti to the far right. Engage into the belly, really squeeze into the torso. Giving your internal organs a little self-massage. Great for the digestive system. Inhale to center. Keeping your legs like this, rocking forwards, and then stacking the legs so you come into Gomukhasana. So reaching the right arm up as the right leg is on top. And then grab hold of the hand. If you can't reach the hand, then use your strap. Pull the arm back. Lift and lengthen. Torso long and tall. Exhale, forward fold over the leg. Let the head relax. No tension in the neck. No tension in the face. Unclench the jaw. Close the eyes if you want to take the focus and attention a bit deeper inwards, keeping distractions away. Inhale to lift. Switching straight away to the other side. If you find it difficult sitting on the floor like this for your hips, then sit on a block. Left arm up, and give it a little assist with the other hand. Putting into place, then reaching up. Pull the elbow back, lift and lengthen. Nice big breath in, exhale, folding forward. So hinging from your hip creases. Keeping the elbow away from the head. Two more breaths. Inhale, lift. Straddling the legs. Taking the legs wide. Again, if you find it easy, if you've done this pose sitting on a block, then take yourself onto a block. Reaching the arms up. Reaching the hands. Reversing the prayer behind your back. Lift and lengthen, exhale. Hinging forward, so without using the arms in any way, using the weight of the torso. Leaning forwards, forwards, forwards. If you want to land on something, if the head doesn't touch down, then take your cushion or a couple of blocks so that you have somewhere to land, to arrive. So hold it here for another 5 breaths. Working with the exhale, releasing, letting go. Releasing the arms first and then coming up, bring the legs together, give them a little help with the hands. Into Dandasana, start pose. Tall, long spine, flex the feet, squeeze into the thighs. Chin chest, Jalandhara Bandha, so throat lock. Into Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, all three together. Feeling the energy flowing up and down the body. Three more breaths. Then reaching the arms when you're ready up to the sky. And then hinging forwards, forwards, forwards. Reaching beyond the feet if possible. Beyond the feet, a couple of blocks. Lift and lengthen into the spine, folding down over the legs. So belly first, onto the legs, then the chest. Head arriving last. Squeeze the thighs a little bit, give it a little squeeze. And release them. Another 3 breaths. On your next breath in, inhale, let's lift, and then we're going to roll over into Halasana, then Salambasavangasana, then Kanapidasana, Shavasana. Finishing sequence, so rolling down onto your backs, taking the hands down, palms down, alongside the body, push into the hands. So rolling over carefully up onto the shoulders. Do not turn your head from side to side when you are on your shoulders, in shoulder stand or plow, because it can definitely pull or strain into the neck muscles. So first you can take your knees to your forehead before lengthening the legs. Behind you, toes touch down, then squeeze and lift into the thighs and lift the knees away from the head. Push the arms away. You can interlace the fingertips. Not the fingertips, the hands. Squeeze into the belly. 2 more breaths. And then keeping the elbows tucked nice and tight, close together. Taking the hands into the lower back. So supporting the lower back and then lifting the legs up, 2 together or 1 at a time into your shoulder stand. So naturally your chin comes in towards your chest. You're reaching your legs, pointing your toes up to the sky. 10 breaths. And close your eyes if that helps you keep focused inwards. Engage into your lower bandhas. Taking on the last few breaths in and out. And then transitioning into Karanapidasana if you want to take the knees down alongside the ears. So the shins are onto the floor. Wrapping the arms around the backs of the knees. Give yourself a tight hug in. 2 more breaths. And then straightening the legs. Extend the arms away, palms facing down. Using your arms as brakes and using your abdominal strength to lower the spine down, roll the spine down. Vertebra by vertebra. When the bottom has landed, you're using the abdominal muscles to slowly lever the legs down. Super, super, super slow. To come into Utthana Padasana, first starting fish, so taking the hands underneath the bottom, close together so the hands touch. Extend the legs, point the toes, squeeze the legs together. Then wiggling the elbows nice and close together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up into the chest, arch the back, looking back without over crunching the back of the neck. So imagine you have an orange or grapefruit there. Then dropping the crown of the head to touch down. So staying here, that is your Matsyasana, fish pose. We release the hands, so wiggling the hands out, keep the chest, head exactly as they are. Reach the hands together in prayer up towards the ceiling. And then squeeze into the belly, squeeze into the legs, lift the legs 45 degrees. Hold it here for 5 breaths. Strong Ujjayi breath, really breathe from the diaphragm. Big breath in. Exhale to lower the legs carefully down, then take the elbows down alongside the hips. Hold on to the sides of the thighs with the hands. Push into the elbows to slowly lift the head to look to the feet. And roll the back, yourself back down and take yourself into Shavasana. If you need to take any little rock and rolls on your back, sometimes coming into Salambasava shoulder stand can create a little tension into the lower back. So if you feel some tension there, then rock the hips from side to side and window wide for the legs. You need to hug the knees to chest, give yourself a loving hug. And then relax the legs, sending the feet away, opening the feet, so rotating the legs outwards, allowing the feet to drop out. Arms away from the body, arms facing up. Any little wiggles and jiggles or rolling of the head side to side now before you settle into stillness. Closing the eyes and scanning the body, just checking in without self-criticism or judgment. Give yourself some self-compassion and kindness. Relaxing the muscles of the face, so smoothing the brow, the forehead, the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, lips. Gentle breath in and out. Relaxing into the neck and shoulders, the throat, the arms, the chest, the lower back, the abdomen, into the hips and buttocks and thighs, knees, lower legs and feet. Just checking in, letting go of any tension, any blockages, the whole of the body. Allowing your body to soften into the mat. Releasing left and right. So giving yourself this moment of loving kindness, an act of loving kindness. You can call this loving kindness practice. So saying to yourself, may I be well. Saying to yourself, may I be loved. Saying to yourself, may I be joyful. And lastly, may I be at peace. So savor each word, savor each meaning of that word. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be joyful. May I be at peace. So direct loving kindness to yourself and cultivate warmth and friendliness towards yourself. Turning inwards and towards yourself with love, acceptance, kindness and compassion. Really cultivate those feelings towards yourself. Slowly wiggling your fingers and toes, reaching your arms overhead, give yourself a lovely stretch. If you feel you need to hug your knees to chest, then hug your knees to chest, and then roll over onto your right side. Then slowly coming up to seated, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze open. Sitting tall, growing the spine long, reaching the crown and head up to the sky. Taking your hands to your heart center. So just briefly reading to you from my book. Today, the 22nd of September, embrace change. You don't have to fear change. What you need to fear, a friend once said to me, is things remain the same. When that happens, life has stopped. Life is an evolution. Your life is constantly, quietly evolving each moment into something new, something different, something that adds gracefully, beautifully, and perfectly to what was. You can trust that process with all its insights, clarity, confusion, and emotions. You can trust that process with its peace, joy, laughter, and its side trips. Learn to honor and love the process of continual evolution and transformation. It's how things grow. It's how you grow. It's how life is. Learn to embrace change. Let's complete our practice with a single Om. So taking a deep breath in. Om. Bowing your head down towards your heart, towards your fingers, honoring yourself and your time today. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, friends. Have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed your balancing practice, and remember, if you wobble, it's just a process of learning. And there's sometimes days we are more wobbly than others. But remember, the challenge is good and challenges change us, and we are constantly changing us. That's completely true. And never, from one moment to the next, we are completely changing, renewing cells, renewing parts of the body. So everything is in constant change. That is nature. So with nature in mind, I bid you farewell, my friends. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye for now.